UK singer and songwriter Adele hit the charts in 2015 with her single Hello. It rose to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and stayed there for 10 straight weeks. There's been much speculation on the meaning behind the title and lyrics. So what was the song actually about? And what was her reason for insisting that her boyfriend in the music video be played by a black male? Also, how did Lionel Richie react after Adele gave her song the same name as his 1984 hit, Hello? We explain it all as we examine the real story behind the song Hello by Adele.
Songs are like timestamps through your journey in life. They can remind you of exactly where you were, what you were doing, and who you were with. The good times that you want to remember, and the bad ones you'd rather forget. But every song has its own unique story that inspired the songwriter and moved them to share their experience with us. In this video, we will follow the songwriters on their journey and discover the real story behind the song.
The 2015 hit song Hello by Adele sold over 12 million copies in its first year alone. It was a huge crossover hit, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Adult R&B charts and received nominations from BET and Soul Train Music Awards. The song remained in the number 1 spot on Billboard's Hot 100 for 10 straight weeks. In 2017, it won Grammy Awards for Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best Pop Solo Performance. Adele also won 2 more Grammys that year for the album titled 25. The song is a story of Adele looking back on her life and where she is now. As she explained in an interview with Oprah Winfrey, it's about her trying to find herself. She's basically telling herself, "Hi, I'm still here." She sings Hello mostly in a conversational manner as she reflects on her life and the many regrets. Because it had a very personal theme, the song was thought to be about a past relationship. But Adele explained in several interviews that this was not the case. She said the song was not about sending a message to any former lover of hers. In fact, she said the lyrics are not about any specific person in her life. Rather, the song is about all the relationships she's had in her past. And while that would mean ex-lovers, it also includes friends, family, teachers, and even her fans. As she puts it, "It's not that we have fallen out. We've all got our lives going on and I needed to write that song so they would all hear it, because I'm not in touch with them." But perhaps the biggest question is, what is the meaning of the line, "Hello from the other side"? As Adele explains, the line is about surviving your late teens and early 20s and transforming into a full-blown adult. So she's saying hello from the other side of her life, where she is an adult. However, she told American Songwriter magazine that she intentionally leaves "Hello" up for interpretation. She wants her fans to insert their own experiences into the lyrics. Thus, every line of the song will take on a different meaning to each listener. The words to this song were pretty well thought out and took 6 months to complete. In addition to writing the song, Adele also played the drums. When the music video was being produced, Adele requested that her boyfriend in the video not be a white male. This is confirmed by the video's director. Adele was aware of the racial tensions taking place in the United States and wanted to send a message. Using a black man as her boyfriend in the video was her way of promoting racial unity. She sings about moving to California and thinks about her old boyfriend and who they once were. While it may not be that obvious, she is actually on the phone with a younger version of herself. And while there are flashbacks of her and her ex, she is directing the words to herself. In one line of the song, Adele says, "There is such a difference between us. And a million miles." This is an obvious reference to her relocating from the UK to California. She is describing herself as being a very different person now and that she has left the old version of herself far behind. Adele states that her last record was a breakup song, but Hello is about making up. That is, she's making up with herself. In the song Hello, she was simply embracing or accepting what the past created and who she had become. She was now making up for lost time. In contrast, her previous album, 21, was more like her therapy after experiencing heartbreak from a breakup. That album was simply a part of the healing process she needed to go through. Once she moved on, she needed another aspect of her life on which to write. She said, "I felt like I didn't have to let myself go this time in order to access my creativity." Adele also talked about the difficulty of having to be away from her son, who was around 3 at the time. As she put it, "I couldn't get over my guilt of leaving my kid while going off to write a record. So it was about getting on the other side of that." Still, many fans assumed she was writing about her past relationship with photographer Alex Storick. But they had broken up about 6 years earlier and they both had moved on. As Adele put it, she said all she wanted to say about that in her previous album. In 2015, she wanted to write about herself. Thus, on the surface, the song Hello, along with the music video, may appear to be about a broken love affair. But in reality, it is Adele talking to herself in the second person. She's trying to understand who Adele the person really is. Or as she wrote in the song, she called 1,000 times. When interviewed by American Songwriter, she said that Hello actually started with the lyric, "Hello, misery." But co-writer Greg Kurstin suggested a lighter opening. So the intro was changed to, "Hello, it's me." Adele also stated that losing her grandfather as a child was another painful memory that added to the song's mood. She said, "The song is about hurting someone's feelings, but it's also about trying to stay in touch with myself. It's about a yearning for the other side of me." One other interesting note about the music video. The director chose to use the old-style flip phones. He reasoned that something like a new iPhone would be a distraction and he didn't want the video to turn into an Apple commercial. But what may have seemed like a good idea at first, wound up being a big mistake. Apparently using the older-style flip phones only made the scenes more distracting as people ridiculed the outdated design. So as the saying goes, sometimes you just can't win. After the video was released, people noted similarities between Adele's song Hello and Lionel Richie's 1984 song with the same name. By the way, if you'd like to know the backstory on Richie's version of Hello, check out our other video titled, "The Real Story Behind the Song Hello" by Lionel Richie. We placed a link in the description below. Both music videos show the artists singing Hello during an imaginary phone call. Richie's version was nominated for Song of the Year in 1985, though Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Do With It took home the Grammy. 32 years later, Adele's version won a Grammy for Song of the Year. It was the first time in Grammy history that 2 different songs with the same title had been nominated in that category. Adele's version even got the attention of Richie. He said everyone was calling him to say that Adele had named her song Hello. They also pointed to the music video where Adele was also on the phone singing Hello. Richie said that he was the owner of Hello, but he also made it clear that he was just kidding. He had no problem with her using the same name. He even joked that he was loaning Hello to Adele. In the end, Hello is about Adele looking at her past from childhood to adulthood. It's about how much she's changed and what changed her. It's also about all the people who've come and gone in her life. Like anyone else, she has regrets. But she's also learned from her past. As Adele describes it, Hello was written at a very specific moment in her life that she has now left behind. The Real Story Behind the Song series is a growing collection of behind-the-scenes stories on some of the biggest-selling songs from the past and present. Our other series is called Stupid Crime Stories You Just Won't Believe. It is a collection of some of the craziest crimes committed by the dumbest criminals. You can find them all on our channel page or you can click the playlist link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and share the link with your friends. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for updates.